Alright guys, so we're back. Just want to get the camera repositioned here so we could see the subwoofer a little bit better. Don't have my handy dandy razor on me. I always carry a razor in my pocket. So I'm going to cut that like so. Alright, let's get into here. And I gotta say, for a slim mount sub, and you can already see if you're looking on the table here, it's half the size of any other sub on the table, and I have two right here. And these are budget subs. They're not like, you know, the $50 kicker speaker or, you know, $50 Sound Extreme, whatever. They're just above budget speakers. This is the Infinity Reference, and this is the Infinity Kappa. So just for that size comparison. Now this is the little booklet they give, so it must be for the 10-inch, oh no, 8-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch. So they have an 8-inch, a 10-inch, and a 12-inch in this same design. Seismic audio. Alright, so we're gonna get this open here. See if we can get this. Now this has the, I really like this style of cone here. Just right off the top, first glimpse here, the ribs that they put in it. It's flashy looking at it. It helps the cone to be able to flex better. So the cone is not stitched. It's just glued on, but I've never had a speaker come apart on me anyways, so I'm not really worried about glue coming off. That's something you worry about after like 20-30 years of using the same speaker. And most people don't even get them that far. Now this is a big, huge magnet on the back here. I don't have my my measuring tape here. So the little vent for the voice coil here, 4 ohm, 4 ohm. Here's your terminals. And let's see if we can get a peek inside here. All right, so there's the voice coil. Voice coil, it's right down inside here. You can't really see it. And it's very small too, being that it's on the slim sub here. The Spider is actually diesel for a shallow mount sub. Maybe that's actually what shallow mount subs need to perform like that. But this has huge tinsel leads, like 3-4 times the size of most of the tinsel leads I see on subs like this. I can't tell if they're, I think they're woven through the Spider, not into, through. So I think they go down and right into the Spider. Alright, let's see what this thing, it should say on the back here, what it takes for power. Let's see, 500 watt. Okay, so we're going to try to get 500 watts into this. We're going to try it out with a few different boxes and see where we end up, guys, okay? Just because it's shallow mount does not mean that it has to go in a shallow mount box. It's just an option that you have with this subwoofer, okay? So you can put this in a regular box, and I'm going to show you that you can put it in a regular box, and it's still going to sound good, okay? So we'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. Be back real soon. Alright guys, so I'm gonna do this unboxing outside. I'm gonna bring the camera in and I'll show you guys the sub. I just happen to have them all outside right now. This is the Seismic audio, the one that comes inside the box already. This is the new American base Hawk, the slim mount Hawk, not the bigger Hawk. It's the slim mount, so it's brand new. I don't even think they have a video up yet of this, anybody. And this is the other Seismic audio, the single one that just comes in the box, no enclosure. So you got to put this in your own enclosure. We're going to also try these in this enclosure, and we're going to try that in other enclosures, as well as try these in other enclosures also. So let's get into here. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. There we go, Seismic audio, guys. Now this is the SBL124. It's a dual. Camera still on? Yeah, it is. Dual 4 ohm. So you wire it down to either 2 ohms or you can wire up to 8 ohms. Single magnet. It's a large single magnet. There's a little bit of vent in the bottom, and the tinsel leads actually are pretty decently large on here. They're really large for a slim mount and for a small budget subwoofer, guys. All right, so we're gonna get that up pretty soon. Let me get that back in here. All right, and we're gonna get into the Hawk now. Get into the Hawk. All right. All right, guys, so what I have right in front of you here, oh, welcome back. I just want to pull these out real quick. I'm going to do this again a few times as I pull out speakers. So I measured this. The Rockford is not to here, but to the top of the speaker. So from the bottom of from the table to the top of the surround here is 4 1/4 inches. And if you go down to the Seismic audio is 4 1/4 inches. Now, it's 3 1/4 inches. That's to the plate. That's where your mounting plate is. So it would be 3 1/4 inches mounting depth. Now this one is just, oh, it's right around 3 inches. 3 inches depth. So you would need 3 inches to mount this one and 3 1/4 inches to mount this one. Most of the boxes I've seen are like 5.5 inches mounting depth. So if you're going to buy a prefab box, either one of these would easily fit in any of those boxes. Alright guys, so I'm going to get this inside of its first enclosure, and we're going to put some power to it, see how it sounds, and we're going to go from there. Alright guys, so stay tuned. We'll be back real soon. Alright guys, so here she is, the SA-SBL124. That's the Seismic Audio SBL124. Welcome back guys, subs and pause. So right now I have the subwoofer. It's not in any box. I just have it wired up. It's wired up at 2 ohms right now. It's actually wired up to, give me a second, I'll bring you guys over, the Seismic Audio SA-600.1, okay? I'm not even going to bother putting it on the dyno right now because we're not using any kind of power that's going to make any difference or surprise you in any fashion or in any way. It's probably using maybe 100 watts total, if that. We're just putting a few watts into it to give you a little demo of what it looks like free air. It's got a huge magnet on the back. I think it's a single slug huge magnet. I think you guys have already seen it. So let's get the demo going. We'll get the music going. I can still talk while the free air is playing. It's not too loud. And this seems to have the same kind of plastic. I don't know if it's a thick plastic or a metal plastic, as the same construction as the one that comes in the box, the video that we just did on their other shallow mount subwoofer that comes in the box. This one is the one that does not come in a box. And you can see that a design difference too. So guys, let me see if I can put it on another song here. And when we put on that other song, I'll bring the camera down and I'll drop it down again so you guys can see what kind of excursion it has. All right. Let's see here. You're going to expect it to make some kind of noise. It's not in any box. Alright, I'm going to back that down a little bit. I did turn it up a notch to see if I could get a little bit more out, but that's not such a good idea when you're doing it free air either. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get this inside of a box. We'll be back real soon. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. So I have here, this is old Trusty, guys. We've seen this box in probably like 200 videos. And listen, old Trusty here has been cut. She's been all over the block. So I went and just wired it up, and we're gonna try to stick it in here, okay? And man, let me tell you, look, the way I cut it, I think it's cut to like 11.5 inches. I think, yeah, 11.5 inches, or 11.4. And it has almost no room to move anywhere, and no room, it's like it was meant to be in this box when I cut it now. So, let's see if these holes line up with those holes, or if I'm gonna have to get new holes. Let's see here. Yep. Hold on. Let's see if I can screw down here. And how far. Alright, is that in? I think it's in. Alright, and the way that these things are designed is when the screw goes down, it's straight. So when you drill in, you're actually drilling straight down, okay? Alright, so guys, I'm going to get this wired up. I'm going to finish putting in the rest of the screws. I'll be right back, guys, so stay tuned. Alright, guys, so welcome back. So I got it in the box here. It's nice and sealed in that same box. And listen, guys, I've been running this sub for a little bit now. I figured I'd kind of prime it up a little bit, let it get warmed up a little bit before I demoed it, because a lot of times when I demo a sub, it's new out of the box, and a new sub out of the box doesn't perform like a sub that you've been playing in your car for a week or 2 weeks or a month or even a year or whatever for that matter, because the parts start to flex and the parts start to, you know, stretch and move to their flexibility, and when they warm up they also act different. So a subwoofer acts different in many situations. The enclosure, the type of enclosure, how much airspace you have. Now this is actually, I think it calls for a 1.1 for a sealed. This right here is a 1.5 cubic foot sealed box. And guys, I've been flexing it now for a few minutes, and I just keep turning the volume up a little bit at a time. So guys, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm gonna get this going. I'm gonna switch around a couple of beats for you guys so you can see a couple of different beats playing. So guys, as you can see inside the box, it performs much differently than when it's free aired. And when it goes into a ported box, it's going to act differently again. So guys, as you can see inside the box, alright guys, so I'm going to put on another tone here. You get a little bit different beat going. Now I actually turned the volume up from the last time where I had it. I turned it up 2 notches since the last time I've had it on this song when I've played it myself. I play songs that have a lot of different movement in the sub. Have a lot of different restrictions for how much power it's going to give to the sub. Our next song we're going to get into is going to... That's where I get my most power from. So why don't we go there now? And guys, keep in mind this is in a sealed box now. The sealed box is larger than the box that they normally call for. It's a 1.1 and it's a 1.5. This also has the 2.5 inch voice coil inside of it, which is pretty large for a... Oh yeah, there we go. That's at its limits right there, guys. Definitely at its limits. I'm going to turn it down a notch. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. There you go. I'm not trying to break my equipment. Now guys, keep in mind that this is inside of a larger enclosure than this was ever built for, okay? And it sounds phenomenal in my house. I mean, the whole thing is shaking the walls. It really sounds good. And it's in an enclosure it shouldn't even be in. This is just to test it and get an idea of what the subwoofer looks like while it's moving and have an idea of what kind of power it might take. Alright guys, so we're going to bring this into the car next. We'll see you there. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Alright guys, so I have again inside the box here, I brought it in the car now. I have the Seismic Audio SA-SBL124, the shallow mount subwoofer. This is not in a shallow mount box by any means. This is a 1.5 cubic foot sealed box, as a matter of fact. It sounds phenomenal inside the box. It sounds great in the car. It sounds great with the stereo so far. It's on roughly probably 300 watts. I don't know if it's getting all of them watts, but it's on roughly those watts. I'm going to show you guys the sub moving. We're going to go inside the car. We're going to DB test it. Stay with me, guys. Whoa. It really doesn't sound all that bad, really. It sounds pretty good, actually. For being in the wrong box, it sounds phenomenal. I mean, it should be in a box probably about 2/3 the size of this box. That's what it really should be in. And a ported box may be this size. All right, guys, hold on one second. I'm gonna put on another song real quick. Oh, come on with these. What we got here? Try to get some bass out of these things here. Come on, baby. See what you got now. Come on. Yup. Give us some bass, baby. Yeah. There it is. Give us some bass. Stand there. Nice. Come on, baby. Give us some bass. There it is. There it is. I'm not going to push this too hard, guys, because like I said, I don't want to damage my equipment. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go inside the car. I'll be right back, guys, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so I got the dB meter here. We're gonna turn the dB meter on. Gonna check out that sub. Well, it's doing really about the same as its other one in the smaller box. Let's see if I can go up a little bit more. That's about its limit right there, guys. Oh wow, that gave it to 120. Nice. Not bad for a shallow mount sub in a wrong box, guys. I'm gonna wrap up this video, guys, soon, and I'm gonna get another box and get this sub and a couple other ones in a box and try it out. I'm gonna start on a couple other videos, guys. Well, let's see it without no sub. Let's see it with no sub. Okay, so here's no sub. Same song. Get the picture? Put it right back on. Same song. I just hit the bass back on, guys. That went from 70 to 110. Just from the bass. All right, guys. I think that'll do it for this sub in this particular box at this particular time, guys. Don't forget to go down below, like the video, guys. Down on the other side, don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, go subscribe, guys. I have a free giveaway also for a Power Acoustic Gothic GW124, guys, brand new in the box. I want to give it away to somebody, so everybody's got to enter. Guys, go see that video. Enter your, all you got to do is enter where you live. We're going to choose a winner, guys, real soon. Stay tuned to that. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace. Holy crap. It's moving for 6. Here we go. Here we go. Real-time power. All right, and the one last. So we saw 260 at 3 ohms, 41 watts on the high end, at 8.5 ohms. I have to turn it down a little bit, but not a lot of power, but it's still going down there, which this amplifier should not be doing.